take a look at the tail of the tape. See how close these guys are in age, height, weight. 2-inch reach advantage for Magomedov, and an inch, 2 inches, we'll call it, on the leg reach for Magomedov as well. But he will have to contest with Timur Valiev and the speed that he brings. Not the heaviest hands, Eve and Boss and Randy, but they are lightning quick. For the official introductions, we send it in to Joe Martinez.
Well, fight fans, we are set to go with the next bout tonight in the Professional Fighters League. 3 rounds, this in the featherweight division. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, a Sambo fighter standing 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighing in officially 145.5 pounds in 21 professional bouts. His record 19 victories, just 2 defeats. Fighting out of Dagestan, Russia, here is the former WSOF bantamweight champion of the world, Bekbulat Magomedov. And his opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner, his background jiu-jitsu and kickboxing. At 5 feet 8 inches tall, he weighed in 145.5 pounds. His professional record, 13 victories and 2 defeats. Fighting out of Toms River, New Jersey, by way of Dagestan, Russia, here is Timur Valiev. And once again, your referee in charge of the action is Keith Peterson.
Sir, are you ready? Sir, are you ready? Fight!
Away we go in the featherweight division. Timur Valiev in the black trunks. Magomedov in the green with the white trim.
When you hear Toms River, New Jersey, and you're an MMA fan, what do you think of?
Almeida.
Frankie Edgar. Almeida, Frankie Edgar, Edson Barbosa, and Timur Valiev trains with those guys, and he moves a lot like Frankie Edgar. He has that kind of pace, he has that kind of style where he does everything. He boxes, he strikes, he wrestles, he kickboxes, his jiu-jitsu is on point, and he's going to put a lot of pressure on Bekbulat Magomedov. But Bekbulat is also very tough to take down. He gave Lance Palmer a hard time.
Boss, do you see this as a more tactical fight because these guys know each other so well, coming from that Dagestani hotbed of MMA?
Yeah, but they both know, you know, they want to get a points again. Yeah. Here we go. So it's important, for especially Bekbulat Magomedov, because he didn't win, right, his first fight.
Magomedov losing his first fight to Lance Palmer via rear naked choke in the second round. Valiev did get the win with a decision over Max Koga. So 3 points to no points. Magomedov would be the more hungry or desperate fighter at this point. He needs at least 3. Better to save him, he'd need more like 4 or 5.
Yeah, you saw Valiev throw what I just said. Left high kick, right low kick, right straight to the body. Just think about the combination. How do you do that?
Valiev is up, down, all around. He's mixing it up very, very well.
Great distance.
Man, he closes distance fast.
You know, also trains with Marlon Moraes. He's a good friend of his. Both these guys are lightning fast.
That's such a squad for his speed, you know? We're talking about Edson Barbosa, Marlon Moraes, Frankie Edgar, Zabit. I can't even say Zabit's last name.
He's fast. Valiev coming forward with the jabs, backing Magomedov, and then comes in with that low kick. As you talked about Randy Boss, he attacks from multiple levels.
Yeah, but you know, Bekbulat moved backwards, straight backwards. He shouldn't do that. He should move to the sides, because if Valiev figures it out, then he's going to bull rush him. Look at this question mark kick again, Randy.
Yeah, it's twice tonight we've seen that.
We're in for a treat.
Valiev may be the hotter fighter of the two. He has never been stopped in his career, and he's on a 3-fight win streak. We mentioned Magomedov coming off that loss to Lance Palmer. So for Magomedov, he's got to win this fight and maybe get a little help. But he can, if he takes a loss, guys, he is eliminated. The cut line sends him home.
He needs to win. You don't want to really commit to those emotions because you're going to make mistakes.
Good shot coming from Valiev. Great defense.
Ooh, that was nice, that knee. It just missed, though. But it was very well done from Magomedov.
2 minutes. You know, a lot of times in these fights, you see these fighters come out, especially in the heavyweight division, they come out that first 2 minutes rush of energy and speed and aggression, and then it tapers off. Not the case with Timur Valiev. He will keep this up all 3 rounds.
Yeah, he's got that high pace, and he has that high pace for an extended period of time. And I believe that high pace and having that kind of conditioning also helps with him not getting finished. He can take a shot because of that. He can recover faster, and that's a dangerous opponent. A guy who's going to always come at you, but it's hard to take out.
Magomedov showing something in his arsenal, flying back fist, and then the flying kick as well.
Looks like an elbow even.
Those are illegal here, boss.
Yo, okay, it's back fist.
He set it up with the jab and then spun right into the back fist.
Wait. There you go, nice.
Round 1 of 3 in the featherweight division. Valiev in the black trunks as we go under 1 minute to go here in round number 1. Magomedov in the green and white. Both fighters out of Dagestan, Russia. Similar styles, both with exceptional groundwork and speed. And there's a one-shot single coming by way of Magomedov. Can he make it stick?
Big, long, single leg in by on Magomedov. Valiev doing a nice job of whizzing, controlling the hands, keeping his balance on that one foot, and now using the fence to stay off the mat.
Timur takes a look over his corner, gives a wink, knows exactly what he needs to do. Excellent defense, sprawl up against the cage. Final 10 seconds. Round 1 is complete.
And drop that opposite hip down hard so that he can break that grip, extend those arms of Bekbulat, and get that grip broken, and then start putting some punishment on him off of that sprawled position.
Timur Valiev, originally from Dagestan, Russia, now training at Toms River, New Jersey, and Ricardo Almeida Academy.
See, everything is different.
Randy, usually when a fighter comes in like that, you're gonna probably eat a punch or two getting into the inside on someone like Magomedov, but he's so quick. I don't think Magomedov's got a clean shot on him when he rushes in.
He moves his head all over the place. He's changing levels all over the place. He's definitely a moving target. He's hard to hit.
I mean, you just let him miss a punch from Bekbulat, and he countered with the right low kick. That was crazy.
And I also like what Valiev's doing with his feints. He's given a lot of feint looks, and then even off of that same feint look, he'll repeat it 2 or 3 times, and then the 4th time it's an actual attack, and you've already given up on him actually throwing that technique.
So 3:45 to go in round 2 of 3. What's on the line here? 5 points. If either of these fighters can end this fight in this round, they would pick up 5 points, 3 points for the win, and 2 points for the second round stoppage.
And when you're looking at this fight going in and looking for points, this is not a fight that you expect bonus points in, because both of these guys are very hard to finish. Valiev has never been finished, and Bekbulat has only been finished in his last fight by Lance Palmer.
And that time he made him punish. Grabbed the kick. Magomedov did a Valiev and got a punch off straight right over the top.
Valiev with a really nice job on that sprawl.
That was close. Valiev scored and shouted, "Get off the cage."
That's why he tells me he wants to finish.
I feel.
That was so close.
Nice job.
Nice, ripping the head, moving his opponent's hips to create an opening and get out off of that fence. Nice job by Valiev.
This time Valiev catches the kick and goes up against the cage. Boss, am I wrong in thinking that Valiev's corner probably wants him to stay in the center because that's where he's been doing most of the damage?
If he can stand here and just start raining knees to the thighs, that would be a great thing too. Take the speed away from Bekbulat, Magomedov.
Magomedov took a knee there for some reason. If his head is exposed, he was worried about a knee to the head, but he intentionally took a knee there for some reason.
Yeah. It was just to confuse us.
Probably. But from that angle, it was hard. I couldn't see if his head was exposed from our angle. Ooh.
Now, Magomedov just misses.
That would not be fun when that lands on you.
Definitely seeing a little more urgency in Magomedov in this round.
He needs to, because, I mean, he came out of Jack in the Box there, Valiev again. Super fast. So he needs to pick up the space.
Constantly jumping, different stances. Valiev side to side, front and back. Got clipped there with a
Little right hook.
right, yeah. Magomedov keeping things tight.
Showboating by
I don't know about that's a good idea.
You know, yeah. Most of the time you pay for that. That's not. Oh, see, like that, jumping in the flying knee and getting caught in midair. That was not good. But good from Bekbulat.
I see Mark Henry's reaction to Timur putting his hands behind his
Didn't
back.
like that.
Henry's grabbing his head like he has a headache.
Yeah, well, he taught him all these nice striking things here. He's a great coach, by the way, Mark Henry.
Final 45 seconds of round number 2. 5 points on the line of the winner if he can end this fight in this round.
Ooh, that was a hard low kick.
And Valiev's corner is calling for more kicks, saying that Bekbulat is feeling it. Beautiful knee on the break.
From the clinch, it's really nice to throw low kicks too. Nobody expects that. Pull it over and then go. Give an inside low kick to the back leg of the opponent. That's the best.
The longer this fight goes, though, the more comfortable Magomedov looks, if that's possible, against Timur Valiev and the speed that he brings. They get ready to start round number 3. Valiev comes running out, same speed that he started the fight with. Randy Couture, I'll start with you. How do you have this fight so far?
I've got 2 rounds for Valiev. I think he's controlled the tempo and the places this fight has taken place in the 2 rounds we've had.
Same thing here. He's all over the place. He's taking him everywhere. Yeah, for sure.
And Eve?
I concur with my seniors on that one. But in between rounds,
seniors.
That's what I'm saying.
Got away with
I'm going to get away with that every day.
We're going to have another fight here in a second on the outside of the cage.
But in between rounds, I know that I'm pretty good with languages, and I knew that was like some Dagestani language that our translator wasn't going to be able to pay attention to. I listened to Mark Henry over here in Valiev's corner, and he feels that Valiev needs to fire that leg kick more, and he says that he's catching him with that counter 2 and wants him to add the 3 to it and then go back to the leg kick. Keep the pressure on him and just put just all the heat that he can on Magomedov, because he's winning this fight in that way.
Right straight to the body, moving out. I mean, it's picture perfect.
Valiev's like trying to catch a dragonfly. He's just so quick moving around.
Bekbulat loading up with that right hand, trying to connect. If Bekbulat can end this fight here in the 3rd round, he would get 4 points.
Wow, he does it left, he does it right. Jumping left, high kick, jumping right, high kick. Why not?
Oh.
Well,
Bekbulat gets the takedown. Nice job. Caught that leg, pulled him in. And there's a nice sweep of Valiev. What a nice technique.
Timur Valiev with the sweep and the escape.
that takes the heart away from your opponent.
Well, if you're scouting Timur Valiev, you've got plenty of things to watch in these 2.5 rounds so far.
You know, Bekbulat, he needs to get worried. You know, he had a takedown and then he got reversed. He's back up.
Halfway through the 3rd and final round, and computations coming down. Max Koga, who fought earlier tonight, has now clinched a spot in the playoffs by virtue of getting his stoppage in the 3rd round. So he is breathing a little bit of sigh of relief now that he knows he is qualified for the playoffs.
And I'm a stat nerd. I love that. I mean, we're looking at the clock, and the clock is the reason why we know that Max Koga is getting that playoff berth, because when we hit 241 of this round, that's when Max Koga needed, or Timur Valiev, sorry, not Valiev, Bekbulat needed to get a stoppage before then to take Koga's spot.
Nice head fake, a little uppercut, right uppercut by Valiev.
Boss, would you say that Bekbulat Magomedov needs a little more sense of urgency here as he comes up on 90 seconds to go and his PFL showing in 2018?
100%. You know, I thought he started doing it in the beginning of this round, but then he backed up a little bit again. I think that takedown, you know, if you give everything you have, and you have the takedown and you get reversed right away, it takes a lot of hard work.
It's demoralizing to have that score finally and then have that taken away from you just like that.
That is a smart thing to do. Keep going.
Locking it up and driving the knees.
Bad.
Somebody's bleeding, and it must be Valiev, but judging from the position on Magomedov's body, coming from the mouth of Valiev.
Timur Valiev in control of this fight with 60 seconds to go. Two Dagestani fighters going at it here. Now he looks for a possible finish here. Fishing for that rear naked choke. Magomedov smart enough to know that's how his first fight ended against Lance Palmer.
Valiev softening Magomedov up with those hands, those hammer fists, trying to get him to raise his hands and maybe get under his chin and finish this fight.
This time he rolls into him.
Jump. Right away jumps into half guards, who can still strike, posture up if he wants. Now it's full.
See, this is why I don't understand. Why wouldn't Valiev just stand up and let the fight come back to him?
Well, he's in a dominant position right now. He's winning the fight right here. He knows he's up on the scorecards, and he's just controlling right now. He doesn't need to stand up. He's just going to stay on top, rain down bombs, and get himself a W.
Final 10 seconds, and Timur Valiev in the black trunks, bloodied, but looks like he is on his way to 3 points, which would give him 6. As the final bell sounds, and Bekbulat Magomedov and Timur Valiev go the distance.
Wow.
So Bekbulat Magomedov eliminated, not going to be able to make it to the postseason.
He called it, did not see this one ending early. As we take a look at Cagenomics, thrown strikes very similar, landed very different, but look at the leg strikes. Timur Valiev really softening things up with those leg kicks. 49, landing 15 to 20 and 9, and just that one takedown. Randy, you and Boss talked about it, but demoralizing that he couldn't make it stick.
Yeah, it's the worst thing. It's like hitting somebody with everything you have, and he smiles at you. You know, you go, oh no.
That was a great takedown by Bekbulat Magomedov, but immediately from this butterfly guard, Valiev is able to sweep, elevate, and get right back to his feet. That was perfect technique, and he doesn't want to stay on the mat with him. He wants to get into these exchanges. And then from this position, I always want to see guys firing knees from here, because that's like a free leg kick. Valiev takes full advantage of that, and he forces a reaction out of Bekbulat. He has to react to that. He's going to give him an opening for him to get, for Valiev to get better positioning.
He just went to work on the knees, on the ground. The dominant position, as E pointed out, no need to make it stand back up. And Valiev, he is efficient. He does not take any breaks. That's 15 minutes of hard work.
You know, it's the way you train. You know, I'll bet you if he trains with Mariah and Frankie Edgar, that's the pace they have at the gym all the time. That's like DC, but Daniel Cormier, right with Velasquez, same thing, always going.
For the official decision, we send it inside to Joe Martinez.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards. All 3 have it 30-27. Your winner of 3 points and this unanimous decision victory, Timur Valiev.